continue on Ajana Kalbarri Road for 29 kilometers.
Oh, we said it.
Okay, let's go.
So we're going to a seabed.
Let's go. We're here at Kalbarri National Park. So we drove about 1 hour plus from Geraldton to over here. Nice drive. So what you're seeing is the Z band. Very, very nice landscape. Just like the US horseshoe band.
Grand Canyon.
Yeah, Grand Canyon. But this one is a much smaller scale. But nonetheless, it's also very nice. $15年前了，holding on to my pants. Oh, wind is damn strong. Whoa, okay, let's go.
That one?
Yeah, below there.
So this is Red Bluff.
Yep,
It's what?
gorgeous view. Oh, wind is damn strong.
Aiyo.
小心头啊！
So actually 39 degrees Celsius now. This is a Red Bluff. We're supposed to walk down this trail, but it's too hot.
Oh, flies.
So we are giving it a miss. Okay, let's go.
Wow, look at the view. 我们攻顶了。
Wow, so many flies, my god.